Rockin' the Waves. Hi friends! Welcome back to Devo Time with Lucy and friends. The next time you take a trip to the beach, be sure to study the waves. Waves are basically our planet's circulation system. They keep the ocean's water constantly on the move. Even though the oceans make up more than 70% of our planet's surface, the water in them doesn't stay in one spot. Most waves are created by winds, but they can also be created by underwater currents, earthquakes, landslides underwater, or even underwater eruptions of volcanoes. The top of a wave is called the crest, while the bottom is called the trough. Here's Dr. Moody to tell us about how big waves can get.
Thank you, Lucy. Hello, boys and girls, and cowabunga. You can't go surfing without some good waves, but they must be just the right size. Some waves are tiny, so tiny you can barely see them. They're called ripples, not the most exciting to surf. Other waves, like rogue waves, can be more than 100 feet tall and can sink even the biggest ships. And then there are tsunami waves. Tsunamis can be deadly. Caused by underwater earthquakes or volcanic eruptions, these waves start out small at only a few inches high, but as they get closer and closer to land, they can build up to more than 1,500 feet high. I may have been an expert surfer back in my day, but I would not want to hang 10 riding one of those. Maybe I'll just stick with the ripples.
Jesus knows a thing or two about waves. After all, he made them. And once, when he and his disciples were in a boat on the Sea of Galilee, a storm with huge waves hit. Jesus had fallen asleep. But when the waves started crashing over the boat, the terrified disciples hurried to wake him up. Jesus got up and simply said, "Peace, be still." And the wind and the waves stopped. The disciples were amazed and a little frightened. In Mark chapter 4, verse 41, they asked, "What kind of man is this? Even the wind and the waves obey him." What kind of man could do that? The answer is only Jesus. Because even though he was fully human, he was fully God at the same time. That means he had every bit of God's power and strength to command all things. So the next time you're in the middle of a terrifying storm, whether it's a storm of wind and waves or a storm of trouble, run to Jesus. He will see you safely through any kind of storm. Bye, friends.
Lord, sometimes this world can be pretty scary. Thank you for being a God I can always run to. I know you're always there for me. No matter how bad the storm is, I know you can calm it with just one word. Amen.